Now, a touch-up for Tony Abbott at the start of this evening's program. He was questioned by reporters today in London about whether or not he had actually read the judgment that was damning of James Ashby, the person who accused Peter Slipper of sexual harassment, and also Mal Brough, the LNP candidate who will be going up against, presumably, an independent Peter Slipper at the next federal election. Now, obviously, Tony Abbott's a busy man. He's also a smart man, and he also knows that he has to have better responses to questions than that. And he gave not quite a Bill Shorten performance, but it was on its way by saying, despite the fact that he hadn't actually read the judgment, that he actually, well, I'll let him explain.
Look, I haven't read it. I am confident that he has acted rightly at all times.
And why haven't you read that judgment?
Because I am doing very important things for the people of Australia here in this country right now.
That's just so awkward. Also, the idea of turning around and saying, despite the fact that a judge has absolutely slammed your future LNP member, a member that will be part of your team and presumably a minister in your government, now you can read the judgment and completely disavow it, but you can't not read the judgment, say you haven't read the judgment, but you completely stand by Mal Brough. Doesn't quite work like that. He's a smart bloke, and I don't know why he was wrong-footed, but clearly he has now given an opening to plenty of people who want to whack away at him. And don't forget, it's not the first time that this has happened. Remember when the boss of BHP wrote that open letter about the carbon tax? Well, remember he said he hadn't read that. There was also the occasion when Tony Abbott had said that he hadn't read some of the Prime Minister's comments and some of the transcripts about her comments regarding the AWU. Now, Tony Abbott is a smart man who, according to every opinion poll, is going to be the next Prime Minister of this country. But he needs to get his shop in order. Otherwise, what will happen is that a desperate government who is guaranteed of losing the next election will pounce on this stuff and turn it into a story not just for 1 or 2 hours, but they will try and make it something of 1 or 2 days. And when there are only a bare few days compared to the past 2 years before we have to go off to an election, and perception is reality, you don't want lazy on top of everything else. Keen to know what you think. The hashtag PMLive, email pmlive@skynews.com.au. Don't misinterpret me. I don't think Tony Abbott's lazy. I'm talking about making sure that the perception doesn't kick in and that the government doesn't get a free kick that they don't deserve.